What is up, guys? Welcome back. So, family tip business number one. These tips aren't going to be in order, but these are going to be, tips for the young folks that work for the parents, and hopefully it helps you a little bit. But tip number one. So whenever I was in high school, that's when the business started. I wasn't really part of it. I was here and there. I did a little work, but not that much because we were small. We were still growing. And so one thing I wanted to do whenever I jumped into business was I wanted to change things. I just wanted to do big things. Because I was like, hey, it's my family's business. I'm the boss. I can do whatever I want. But sadly, sorry guys, make sure there's a client. So sadly, that it wasn't like that. It got rejected. They were like, what are you doing? You're a young kid. What do you have to prove? And so that was really frustrating. There was times I would cry. There was times I would get so mad, and arguments would cause, between my parents and me. And I didn't want that. But that's when I started learning, okay, I got to prove myself and, make little changes, little changes that doesn't involve making my dad mad, like telling the workers, hey, let's fill up all the bottles before we leave. So tomorrow morning, small things like that. And, that's when you can come up to them and say, hey, I want to make this change. This is what I've been doing. Look how much has changed. Look at the workers, look at everything. And, you have leverage on them. You have some leverage on them. And now they're dicks if they say no, because you're doing something for the business. You're making changes, you're doing it, you're making it happen. So it's frustrating at times, guys. And so that can happen to me. And eventually once you start, making more and more small changes, and they start to trust you. And so like now, my dad's barely here. He's most of the time he's never here. It's mostly just me and the guys, and he trusts me with the business. He lets me run it however I want. And to some extent, you're never going to be the full owner. There's always going to be, to some extent, I can't make major, extreme changes that, it's got to go through him, and so that's things, and this is why eventually, whenever I have my own business and whenever I have a big business, that's going to be my favorite part, because I'm going to be the one, making every order, and I know that's everyone, but it can be frustrating at times working for your family, guys, and I know it. And but like I said, prove yourself first. At the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. So if you're really that good, prove yourself first, get dirty with it, and they're gonna let you, and they're gonna give you wings to fly, guys. So I'll be posting these. I'll post another one. All right, guys, take care.